everyone and Happy New Year. It's Cats, and today's video is going to be my December wrap-up video, and I hope you all had a good New Year beginning, had lots of celebrations. I'm going to tell you all the books I read in the month of December because my last video was about my Goodreads challenge. Okay, first up, it's what I was reading on my last video. Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. I really liked this. I really did. A hell of a lot more than the Percy Jackson series. I think it probably because it's third person and it has more than one point of view, and just generally, I mean, Percy wasn't in this one for starters, so I think also it kind of had a different style of writing in general, which is always nice when, you know, if it's nice to have different styles. I'd heard good things about it, like lots of people were saying that they preferred the Heroes of Olympus to the Percy Jackson series. I rated this 4 out of 5 stars. Pretty good, huh? Which leads me to my second one, The Son of Neptune, which I finished with about 2-3 hours to spare of 2015. This is the Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, the second in the Heroes of Olympus. And again, I really like this. I like the characters. Like in the first one, you've got Piper, Jason, and Leo, and this one is Percy. Percy's back, and I'm not going to spoil because if you haven't read it, then yeah. But you have Percy and Hazel and Frank, they're all very different in the characters. You know, these characters I could point out in a lineup. Do you know what I mean? Like, they stood out to me. So, but yeah, I really like this. I think I rated this 4 out of 5 as well. Yeah, I can't wait to get on to the others. I did buy the others. I went out and just bought the rest of the series. Because usually if I like the first 2 books in the series, I'm pretty much gonna, even if I don't like them as much, I'm going to read the rest. And I will put those in my book haul for January. God, I feel like it's still December. How hard is it to adjust? Okay, so yeah, so that one. Next up is Firecracker by David Isaacson, and I really liked this. I had heard really mixed feelings about this, but I was pleasantly surprised. It cracked me up so much. I mean, the character Astrid is so snarky and sarcastic and just generally, like, and to anyone else it'd be really rude what she says. But I mean, she's been raised as a sort of with a privilege. You know, she's rich, at least her parents are rich, and her whole the rest of her family's rich. And then when she gets kicked out of boarding school, she has to go to public school, and it's basically because her grandfather's trying to teach her a lesson. It is really well done. She will do anything to get back to her boarding school. It is very fun, and I would recommend it. I really enjoyed that, and I think I might reread it sometime in the future. It made me sad that it was only like a standalone, because I was kind of like, you could have done a follow-up, you know? Okay, and the next one is All Wrapped Up, a Geek Girl special by Holly Smale. This was so short, but so good. I don't usually buy like novellas. I don't usually get them in print, let alone hardback. But I thought, well, I've got all her other Geek Girl books, so I might as well. It was expensive though. And yeah, I really like this, although it is a bit deceptive because it says it's 200 and something pages, but it's not, because the last 50 pages or so is actually another like short story. It's a nice Christmassy feel book, and I could have read like a whole novel of that, to be honest. It was really good. My last two, one was the audiobook Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I'll put the picture on that side. I have in the past bought books of biographies and memoirs, but I've never really read them. Really enjoyed it. It was funny, and it also, I think it helped with the narration, because Amy Poehler did it herself, but she also had like cameos by like Kathleen Turner and Patrick Stewart and her parents and Seth Meyers. There was somebody else, but I can't remember the name. But yeah, they all contributed, and it all really did stand out. I didn't know much about Amy Poehler's life in general. Like I'd only watched a couple of episodes of Parks and Recreation. You learn a lot more about how she made it to her success. I'm not very articulate today, I'm sorry. Okay, so my last book is the book that took me a long time to even get past the first page. Like, I think I tried it 4 or 5 times, but I did it. It's Cinder by Marissa Mayer, and I thoroughly freaking loved it. I had to try and forget that she was a cyborg, because one, I really don't like the word cyborg. It just sounds really weird. And two, I don't know, I have this thing about, you know, and robots and things. I'm okay with like space and, you know, aliens hidden as disguised as humans, but I'm not very good at robots, and I can't wait to read the rest. Very, very predictable though, because about not even halfway through I had guessed the ending. I think a lot of people had to be. That is it. That is my December wrap up. Can't believe December's over already, and Christmas is pretty much gone. But that's it. That's it for now. I will be back with you soon. I hope you all have a good weekend, and, you know, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye!